Hello. Good evening. My name is LaKeesha Hines. You are watching SOS, where I am saving bedrooms one bedroom at a time. I'm saving our sex lives one bedroom at a time. Hey, I see that you are here. Let me know who you are, where you're streaming from. Drop your questions up in here. Make sure you do that early, and I definitely will get to them. You guys, you know, I think a lot of times I focus on the ladies. Tonight, I want to focus on the men. Tonight. I'm super excited about being able to do so because, I always look out for my ladies, but I also want to make sure I'm looking out for my brothers too, looking out for my fellas. So, hello, Mr. Ben. Hello, Faith. Hi, I think Kamani. Hello, Laura's Light, Knoxville, Tennessee, in the house. Suitland, Maryland, is it? Greater Victory Ministries, Nelly Belly. Hello, thanks for hanging out tonight, Miss Nelly Belly. I appreciate you. Guys, I think after we have been married for so long, we can sometimes take each other for granted. We can sometimes get comfortable. We can sometimes get accustomed to the mundane, right? And we can just get caught up in what's been working to where we forget about trying new things and having conversations about what's not working, or what is it that we might want to do differently, or what is it that we might want to try, because we just get comfortable, right? But I think we should never get so comfortable that we stop having conversations and we stop having talks about what it is that we want and desire in a relationship. So some of the things that we'll be talking about tonight is maybe some conversation starters for you and your boo. Hey, Gisela. Hi, CJ. Kathy. Kathy. Hey, Kathy. Hey, Miss Jewel Team Smith in the house. Hello. All right, you guys. So let's just go ahead and jump right on in. We are talking about things that you can do, ways that you can satisfy your husband. Man, let me tell you something. Back in the day, y'all, I used to be a flirt. Okay. It came so natural to me. I didn't have to think hard, right? I didn't even have to, sometimes you got to think of lines, think of things to say. It was a natural flow. It flowed easy for me. So it need to flow easy now that I'm married, right? It needs to flow easy with me flirting with my husband. Flirting keeps the passion alive in your relationship. It's a vital part of any good relationship. And you need to plan solo dates often. Solo dates meaning you and your spouse, not couples dates, not group dates, right? Try new things together. Pinch his butt cheeks just for fun, Another, and I talked to you about this before, sexting, right? With your spouse, it's cool. You can flirt via text. You can keep it PG if you're concerned about people gaining access to your text messages. But flirt with your man. That's your man. That's the last one you gonna have, okay? Flirt with him. He likes it. Excuse me. It's a way to show him that you desire him and that you're attracted to him, and it's playful and it's fun, and it just creates good positive energy between the two of you. So flirt with your man. Okay. I know. LaKeesha, we're tired. It's been a long day. We've been working. I don't feel cute. I don't feel sexy. I hear you. I feel you. But initiate. At the same time, read his cues. Most men love it when we initiate sex, right? But at the same time, like, we also need to be paying attention to whether or not, because they're not always in the mood either. Right. So sometimes we need to just pay attention to his cues. And when you see that he might be in the mood, seize the moment. Initiate the intimacy. And I know it takes a lot of courage to initiate sex. And if you have been rejected in the past, you may be hesitant to do so, but keep trying, because if your relationship is strong enough, you can get vulnerable and you can choose not to take it personally if he isn't in the mood or if he's not up to it. Excuse me. So you want to make sure that you look for cues that he is in the mood. Choose your timing wisely, right? You don't want to initiate while he's watching the game that he's been looking forward to all week, right? So that may not be the best time, but what you can do is on the commercial breaks, tease him a little bit, rub up on him, kiss him on his neck if that's what he like, flash him, or the bottom, right? Flash him, walk by the TV butt naked, and then go on about your business. And then just watch the clock because he coming. As soon as that game is over, if his team won, help him celebrate. Did his team lose? Ask him if there is anything you can do to cheer him up. Think about how you like sex initiated and then give him the same respect. So you want to make sure that even when you initiate that you're also paying attention to his moods, right? And you offer intimacy in a way that lets him know that you see him and you appreciate what's going on in his world. He will appreciate it so much when you initiate. All right, trust him. So society, TV, social media, different outlets, right, depict men as just being just horn dogs, right? They just turn into these drooling cavemen around a woman that's even slightly attractive. But respect your partner's intelligence by not falling for that, right? Don't get all up on him about his cute coworker or his neighbor or his friend. He may not even be paying attention to that person. So if you bring it up because of your insecurity, now you got him thinking about the woman that he wasn't even thinking about before. Our insecurity is actually a turnoff for our men. And any accusations that are there that are just coming out of nowhere, it can really put him in a position where he feels as if you don't trust him, and that can create a disconnect between the two of you, which ultimately can affect your intimacy, which ultimately affects your sex life. So, if you have a legitimate concern, then of course you need to have a respectful, honest conversation with him about it. But for the most part, trust your man. And the more you trust him and you tell him that and you show him that builds up his confidence and it brings you guys closer together, strengthens your union, and increases your opportunities for intimacy. And then, like I said, the residual effect is a better sex life. All right. Next, keep an open mind. And I know this is tough, especially if you have a more traditional upbringing, right? But keep an open mind. And this is not just about sex, right? Although I'm specifically talking about sex, but also, try to keep your mind open to trying new things that he wants to try, a different restaurant, a different activity, a different place to go. Like, keep an open mind with trying new things with your husband. But now I'm specifically talking about in the bedroom. And we know we have different tastes. We know that we got to do different things to keep our love life exciting. And so, you want to try to approach sex always with a non-judgmental attitude, as long as it's not something that hurts you or throws you off your moral compass, or, if it's just something you just can't get down with, then okay, cool. But if you think it's weird, try not to let him know that you think his kink is weird. Because most of us have been shamed so much sexually that they don't need it coming from their spouse as well, right? So if it's something that doesn't hurt you, it is, not against your moral values, ethics, it's not something that is just so out there, far-fetched, outlandish that you just cannot bring yourself to do it, keep an open mind. Keep an open mind. Support him. Encourage him if he wants to try something new. Sometimes, both of us, we go through different phases in our lives, rough patches. And women, we have a tendency to open up more than men than you do. So if you know that he's going through a rough time, you need to try to have a heartfelt conversation with him and ask him how you can support him. Encourage him where you see he's doing a good job, making a nice meal for him after you know he's had a long day, and make him feel cared for. Running him a bath. You know, I hear husbands all the time talking about how they'll run a bath for their wives, and maybe you run him a bath for a change. Or you rub his hair, or you give him a neck massage or a shoulder massage or a foot massage, or just do something to encourage him, make him feel cared for and make him feel supported. Okay. All right. Respect yourself. What does this have to do with him? Okay. So sometimes, ladies, we neglect ourselves. Sometimes because of work, because of kids, because of life. And, you know, sometimes we just get too far on the other end of the spectrum where we are completely neglecting ourselves, or on the other end where we are all about ourselves. And we are neglecting ourselves so much that we're putting our partner, our husband first 24/7, and neglecting yourself because you're so focused on your man. You will burn out. You will destroy the passion in your relationship. Don't let yourself go trying to do everything for him, because when you neglect yourself and you don't feel good about yourself, you lack confidence. Confidence is attractive. Taking care of yourself is a must. Feeling good about you helps your husband feel good about you. So if you don't feel good about you, it's going to be hard for him to feel good about you. So take care of yourselves. Respect yourself, which leads me into the next point. Have body confidence. Have body confidence. It is so important to keeping the spark alive in any type of sexual relationship. We know that we're going to change. Our bodies are going to change. You probably gained weight since you and your husband first met. You know, I'm just saying, it happens. Women, you have children, things change. You may have an emergency C-section. You got a crazy scar that you're feeling insecure about. But any decent, worthwhile husband is not going to be turned off by a scar or by some changes that you go through, right? It's when you completely let yourself go to the point where you're not feeling confident, you're not feeling sexy, you're not feeling attractive, that can shut down your sex life. But definitely it's not going to happen over a few stretch marks. Okay? So don't let time and gravity stop you from doing your thing. Continue to take care of yourself. Have body confidence, because again, the more confident you are in yourself, the more confident your spouse is going to be in you. All right. So we are going to take a quick break, and we will come back and I will give you the rest of these tips on how to please your man. All right. You are watching SOS. We'll be right back.
Welcome to the Couples Academy app. The Couples Academy app is your go-to hub for how to do marriage right. Get started with our app today by perusing our amazing features that conveniently allow you to connect. This app is packed with powerful content and resources to help you grow and stay connected. With this app, you can watch our messages, find marriage resources, watch, listen, and read the real-life stories of restored couples, sign up for events, read articles and blog posts, stay up to date with push notifications, share your favorite messages via Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, or email, and download messages for offline listening. For more information about the Couples Academy app, go to couplesacademy.org.
Gonzalez, this is your fault. You did this. Mary, she said, let him have his football. That's right, Mary. Let that man have his have his football. Hey, Virginia. That's so funny. Gonzalez. Inside joke. I'm sorry, y'all. I couldn't even hold it. I tried. I did my best. So, anyways, moving on. We just finished talking about having body confidence. Make your partner a priority. Okay, so this may sound contradictory, right? Because I said that you need to respect yourself, and sometimes we neglect ourselves because we're putting our partner first. But I was talking about 24/7, where you're always putting your partner first and you neglect yourself when you're never taking care of yourself. This is not the same thing, okay? This is about letting your husband know how special he is to you. And I know, because it happens with me too, that life can get crazy. It can get so busy with work and school and jobs and kids and church and all the commitments that we have and the things that, we're giving back in our communities and excuse me, all those things. But find time throughout your day to send a sweet text, pick up his favorite snack on the way home, or something. Doesn't have to be this, but something to remind him that he is always on your mind. Make him a priority. That's so important. It just does something for our men. It just makes them feel all ooey gooey on the insides, knowing that they got a wife at home that loves them and cares about them and is thinking about them and considers them and just wants to honor them. That just does something for our husbands. And so find ways to make your husband a priority. You know what he likes. I don't, but you do. So make sure you do things that will bless him and that will make him feel special and make him feel honored. Okay. I know this is none of you. I know this is none of the ladies that's watching. I know you don't use sex as a bargaining chip. I know. So this is for everybody else who's not watching. Do not, I repeat, do not use sex as a bartering chip. One of the most damaging things that you can do to your sex life is to withhold sex because your husband did not do something that you asked him to do, or you reserve other performances or acts just for his birthday or for your anniversary, unless you want your spouse to think that you consider sex to be a chore. And nobody wants to feel as if sex is a chore. You want to feel as if it's something that is mutually beneficial, mutually enjoyable, and that you are wholeheartedly 100% all into doing. We understand that sometimes you just, you are cooperating, participating, doing what you need to do because you need to take care of your man. I understand that. But I'm talking about when you use it as a way to get something that you want. It's manipulative, it's conniving, and they don't like it. They don't appreciate it. They don't respect it. And it makes them look at you different if that's something that they discover that you're doing. So please don't do that. Don't use sex as a bargaining chip. That's not the way to get what you want. Okay, last point. And I really want to hone in on this one, ladies, because there are times where we don't do this, right? But we have to make room for the masculine. There's many different kinds of masculinity, right? But they all need room to be expressed and to thrive. You got to give your husband room in your relationship and in your home to express his masculinity. And so a lot of times, and I know even in my own marriage, my husband has said to me, like, he felt like he didn't have space to be who he is, to be himself. And I didn't understand what that meant at the time, but I learned over time what it meant. Guys need permission to claim the space to be who they are. So we have to give the gift of acknowledgement that he has needs to be a man once in a while without being shamed for it. And so He may need to have a man space. Let me tell you, when the kids were younger, we had a playroom. I'm looking around. I'm seeing this man don't have nowhere where he can go and just be. And the kid's not playing in this playroom anymore. I'm like, I gutted that playroom and I turned it into a man cave for my husband. So he could have a space where he could just be, where nobody's bothering him, nobody's interrupting him, nobody's saying why you did this or why you did that or whatever. So men need space. They need us to make room for their masculinity, to be men, to just be, to exist without judgment, without explanation, without feeling as if something is wrong with them or they're being weird, or without having to consider anybody else. Just a space where they can just be themselves. Because when you are dealing with a real man, a real husband, and you have kids and he's a real father and he's a active participant in the lives of those children, he is constantly pouring out into you as his wife, the children, his job, his family, his community, and he needs a space where he can just be and not have to consider anybody else but himself. Now, if he up in this man cave all the time and he never come out except to eat and pee and bathe and go to bed, that's a problem. But he has to have a space where he can go maybe 30 minutes, an hour, 2 hours during the day to just be and just be himself. So there's 3 things I shared with you that men that they want and that they need. It was the 3 S's. Y'all remember what the 3 S's were? Yes? No? Maybe? Okay. It was sex, supper, and solitude. You want to make your man happy? I'm giving you all this stuff, right? And it's good and it works. But I've heard so many men say, we are basic, we are simple, we don't need a lot. We just need 3 S's. Feed me, give me some sex, and leave me alone for a little while. All right? So if you don't remember nothing else, remember the 3 S's. So you guys, I must say that I appreciate you tuning in every week. And if there's topics that you would like me to talk about, drop it in the comments and I got you. Okay. I'm always here to serve. So I appreciate you showing up every single week. Hopefully you got something out of this. Have a conversation with your husband. If he's not watching with you right now, watch this back with him and say, babe, is this true? Is this what you need? Is this what you like? And have a conversation. Also, if you are having struggles, there's different things going on in your bedroom or nothing's going on in your bedroom, call, book a session. All of the content, they're in the links on our Facebook page. When you look at this video, look in the links. You can see how to make a discovery call and book a session. All right. Let me help you. Let me help you experience the joy, okay, of having a healthy sex life. So reach out for support if it's what you need. I'm here for you. I got you. In the meantime, please be sure to tune in to the Couples Academy show Monday through Thursday, 9:30 a.m. Walter and Charmaine are coming on tomorrow night with Before I Do. If you are married, you can still watch Before I Do. You know why? Because there's certain things that we missed before we got married, and it's never too late, right? To go back and correct and whatever. But if you're engaged and you're single and you're thinking about getting married, think you might want to be married at some point, tune into Before I Do tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Watch the Foundry show. Watch Kingdom Marriage with Hassani and Danielle. So many shows, so many resources, and so much information to help you guys live the life that you desire to live. So again, thank you for watching. I appreciate you. I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful night. And thank you for watching SOS. Don't forget, drop in the comments if there are topics that you want me to talk about. And if you need help, you want me to help you, call so you can book a session. All right. You guys have a wonderful night. And again, I appreciate you watching. Take care. Bye.